Welcome to today's episode. So before we get into it, I just got a few things I want to say. Number one, it's Halloween season, it's October. So the Elementals are going to be releasing a video every single week. We've missed the first week of October. That was because we were out investigating. But what we've managed to do is stack up a handful of videos and we want to consistently release every single week for as long as we can. And before those videos run out, we're going to go back out, we're going to get some more videos, because the first year on this channel was tough. We weren't consistent, we weren't finding locations, and then work got in the way. I moved to a different city and then COVID hit. So this year and going into next year, we're going to try and be a bit more consistent. Me and Sonny have been working hard. We've gone to some really good locations. I can't wait for you guys to see the videos. Yeah, so that's the first announcement. Second announcement is that we've already done our Halloween special. We're going to be releasing it Halloween weekend. We're not going to release it on Halloween on the Saturday. We're going to release it on the Friday the 30th. That way you can watch it before Halloween, or you can watch it over the whole weekend. It's up to you when you watch it. But we didn't want to release it on Halloween because we know a lot of you guys are busy. You're probably going to be having a party, depending on the laws and regulations where you are. But we know everyone enjoys Halloween season, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to release it on a Friday. Stay tuned to the end of this video to find out what our Halloween special is. So with all that being said, let's get into today's episode. Okay guys, so today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be explaining the footage and showing you footage at the same time. We went back, a lot of you guys wanted us to, you commented down below part 2 in the first one. We wanted to go back anyway because we got some really good hits on the Spirit Box the first time round. We weren't expecting to get into Hellingly in the first place because we thought it had been destroyed. We just went there, we wanted to see the land, see where it was. We were in the area at the time and it turned out to be like one of our best investigations. Yeah, the Spirit Box was seriously active, the place was amazing. So we went back, but not all went to plan, and you're going to see why in this video today. Yeah, basically I don't usually like doing videos like this. I like to just give you an explore and show you the whole thing and you can just look at it, the raw footage. But it was just a bit weird and it needed explaining. It's basically like when we get into a location as small as this one, when there's one way in and one way out, what we like to do is we like to look around the whole building and make sure that we're completely alone. That way, if you hear a voice coming from upstairs, or you hear a bang, or you hear footsteps, you can debunk that and you can say, well, we checked the whole building and we know we're alone, so there's got to be something else to that, i.e. the paranormal, you know? So that's what we like to do with Hellingly. We did it the first time, it worked out well, I believe. Second time round, it didn't go to plan. So basically, we're in the car, we're on the way there, we're not really saying much. The thing is, when me and Sonny go out on investigations, we're usually having a laugh in the car, we put the music up, we're having a giggle. This time it was a bit weird. We weren't really saying much. We were listening to music. Reason being is we both had like an ominous feeling about the investigation on this day. Maybe it was because of what happened in part 1, or maybe it was just a weird coincidence. But either way, it just didn't feel right. And I know for a fact I had a bad feeling about it. And then later on, Sonny told me he had the same bad feeling. But we didn't want to tell each other because we don't like winding each other up, right? Because we're going to abandoned buildings, we're going to haunted locations. When one of you turns around to the other one and says, I've got a bad feeling about this, then the other person tends to go, oh shit, are we actually going to do this? If you've got a bad feeling, then maybe we shouldn't do it. And then you start questioning everything and it's like, nah, sod all that, let's get in there, let's do it. So we didn't say anything to each other, we turn up, we get in. We're both feeling really on edge. Like I hardly strung like 2 words together. I just didn't feel like we were alone. Sonny led off with a camera. As soon as we got in, when we were setting up the camera, Sonny thought he saw something in the main hall. If you remember from part 1, the main hall was where we were doing the Spirit Box session and we caught an unexplained bang. I was standing in the hall, Sonny was actually by the stairs at the time. So obviously we're on edge. Sonny thought he saw something, you know, we can put that down to staring off into the dark after coming into the building from the light. You know, your eyes are playing tricks already. Maybe it's his imagination playing games with him. But either way, we decide to proceed. We end up going to the basement, right? So we just beeline straight across the hall, where the stairwell where we were in the first one, doing all the spirit box, and then we go down into the basement. And for some reason, Sonny got to like the threshold of the basement and he wouldn't go any further. Now that's not like Sonny. Sonny will lead off in any building, he doesn't care. It's not like he's unsafe, he just doesn't care. He's just like, he's filming, he's focusing on the filming and getting us a decent video. But for whatever reason, he didn't want to go into the basement. He saw like, it looked like a red pair of tights on the floor. You see clothes in abandoned buildings all the time. We even saw a wig in the first one, it didn't bother us, you know, but for some reason on this day at that time, Sonny just couldn't cross that threshold. I'll show you that bit of footage now. Right, so there you go. We couldn't cross the threshold. We're both still at this point really on edge. And then we head to the stairs. We're like, let's go upstairs. Let's sweep the whole upstairs as well. Make sure we're alone. We're standing on the stairs. We're talking. We hear a noise come from upstairs and it sounded like a groan. It sounded like a male's voice groaning from upstairs. Didn't sound like any type of animal. I was convinced at this point we weren't alone in the building, that there was someone upstairs. But Sonny's like, right, let's just head up there, man. Let's just confront them. Let's see who's in here with us. You know, people go there all the time to do graffiti. Other urbexers go there, obviously, other paranormal teams. So I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, there's someone here. Let's go upstairs. We head upstairs. There's no one up there. I'll show you that bit of footage and what it leads on to. So we're upstairs. We're looking around. We're trying to calm down. I'm trying to present to camera because I don't like watching other videos where it's like an abandoned building and then it's just someone walking around with a camera not saying a word. You know, I mean, that depends what you're into. It's nice to see the building and everything, but our style of video, we like to present, we like to give you a bit of history, and then obviously we like to get into the paranormal investigations and get out equipment and stuff like that. But for some reason, I just couldn't speak. So when we were upstairs, we're in the bigger room, the windows are open, you feel a bit like calmer up there. It's downstairs that feels a bit on edge. So I start trying to speak to camera. That's not really coming across well. But either way, we start persevering, and then we approach the Satan room. Now I'm going to show you the video up to that point. Here we go. Hello? Yo. Hello. If anyone's there, we're just filming. And for the purpose of the camera, you will probably hear it on the mic that we just heard a really loud groan. That's the floor that's crumbled. Yeah. So.
Right guys, so we're just at the top floor now. Trying to be careful because below us is all wooden slacks, as you can see. And if you look from downstairs up to the ceiling, you can see a lot of them about to collapse, so wouldn't like that to happen. Right, mind this floor go one at a time because fucked. Crap. It's concrete here, so it's cushy. Right, last time we were here, quickly check the rooms. We didn't notice this. Up here. And a couple of other people's videos. I'm seeing faces staring out of it.
Right, so now we've approached the Satan room. We call it the Satan room because obviously someone's gone up there with black paint and they've written Satan, Death, 666, there's handprints on the wall, all that shebang. Everywhere else in this building, there's bits of graffiti. People have written Joe Weller everywhere because Joe went there. They've like torn the place up and everything. But for some reason, someone's decided that this room is going to be the Satan room. It's going to be the creepiest one. It looks like a bathroom, so there's nothing creepy about a bathroom to me personally. I just find it weird how everyone sort of focused that energy there, if you know what I mean. So anyway, we're going to the Satan room. Sonny's talking about the attic upstairs, as you've just seen, because in the first video, we didn't even realize that there was a crawl space upstairs. And then I watched somebody else's video and they said that they had caught a face in the attic. So we wanted to sort of focus on that. We weren't going to be able to get up there unless we had like a 20-foot ladder, but we wanted to focus on that in this video. Anyway, so we were a bit focused on that, not really thinking too much about the Satan room because it is what it is. It's just some paint, you know. And then Sonny turns the corner and he sees a candle in the Satan room. And at first glance, it looks like a real candle, like it's lit, like someone's there. And he says to me, there's a candle in the Satan room. And I was like, okay, yeah, there's definitely someone here. The noise that we heard downstairs earlier on, that it must be whoever's in that Satan room. But at this point, they ain't making any noise. We're kind of a bit freaked out. So I look around the corner and then that's when I realize it's not actually a lit candle. It's like one of them little electric candles. You can put like a battery that you use for a watch. You can put that in there. It can last, I don't know, 24 hours, something like that. But either way, someone's been there recently and put this candle there. Sonny goes in the Satan room to make sure it's clear that there's no one in there. There's no one in there. And then it's at this point that I hear some mad noise. Like it was probably the loudest noise I've heard in an abandoned building, where it sounded like 2 or 3 people trying to break something coming from downstairs. So I thought maybe they were trying to get out or someone was trying to get in. But instantly I'm just like, what is going on today? This is weird. Like the first time we went there, walked around the whole building, it was a bit freaky, but we were fine. We started doing our paranormal experiments, we felt fine. And then it was only at the end that we heard voices approaching the hospital that we decided to get out because we didn't want to get caught in there. And we were right to do that. As we exited the hospital, there were people approaching it and they saw us, we saw them, and we weren't sure whether they were going to talk to security or whether they were going to call the police or whatever. So we had made the right choice on the first one. But this time it just felt a bit different. Like we weren't hearing these noises the first time we went there. So anyway, it didn't really pick up on the microphone. We didn't take the Rode mic for the main camera that day. I'm walking around with the night vision camera, but the night vision camera is crap. Like the audio on it is shit, it's shocking. So we're gonna sort that out. We're thinking of getting a new camcorder for that, but it's nice to use as like a static camera or just so you can get some night vision shots. I got a better IR light for it now, so it's working out a bit better, but we have to sort out something with the audio because it's not great. I was closer to the noise. We didn't, like, Sonny didn't hear it and it didn't pick it up on the camera, but I know what I heard and I was ready to leave at this point. I was like, there's someone in this building, they're messing about. they're like hiding from us, because everywhere we were, it was like coming from either a different floor or a different location. So anyway, we decide to carry on. We go downstairs. At this point, we're aware that we're not even going to get a video out of this, because we're not really saying much. The camera work wasn't great because Sonny's more concentrating on looking around corners and making sure we're alone and everything. So we're thinking, we ain't getting a video out of this. Let's go downstairs. Let's calm down. Let's do a spirit box session. We've checked the whole building now, apart from the basement, obviously. Let's just get on with it. Let's just get something out of this video. Let's calm down. Let's get a video done. So we're downstairs in the main hallway. We get the spirit box out and it's playing up. So it's played up a few times in different locations, but always in a different way. So when we were at Stanmer Park, it was like a weird frequency noise that we were hearing. And then when we went to the secret ritual tower, it was making like a weird drumming noise, and we didn't get any voices that day. So it does weird things, right? Undoubtedly, but in this instance, it just wasn't turning up. So the volume was not loud enough, and the speaker was connected to it, and Sonny was playing about the connection, turning it off, turning it on. You've got a volume button on the actual spirit box, and you've got a volume button on the speaker. He's making sure that both of them are turned up to the maximum, and it wasn't playing ball. I'm filming him at this point. I'm still on edge. He's on edge, but we're like, let's get a spirit box session done. And then the weirdest thing happened. Basically, all of a sudden, the spirit box goes loud. Like, it goes to the volume it's supposed to be. So it's really low, it goes really loud. I'm gonna show you the footage in a second. You have to listen to it with headphones on, or if you're watching it on your television or on a decent computer, turn the volume up, but don't turn it up too much just yet, because I don't want you to blow your speakers or blow your ears, because the difference in sound is massive. When it goes loud, I say something to the effect of, oh, there we go, as in it's working now, decent. I say, there we go. As I say that, we hear probably the weirdest noise we've ever heard. It sounded like a man, a deep voiced man, saying a full sentence from upstairs, but I felt it in my chest. Sonny felt it in his chest. It felt like the floor shook when this happened, right? Now, before I show you the footage, I just want you guys to know something. Out the back of the building is a forest, right? People walk through there all the time. They're walking their dogs, all that shebang. At the front is a road, right? So yeah, cool, trucks can go past on that road and stuff. I don't know why they would, because that road basically leads into the hospital that still exists there now. It's all the new buildings. So it's usually just cars going back and forth. No one really goes down here unless you're going to this hospital. It's a dead end basically, unless you're going to this psychiatric hospital, whether you're a visitor or whether you're a doctor or whatever. So I can't debunk this noise, neither can Sonny. And considering how loud the spirit box was and how loud this noise was, it freaked us out. Like, it's like nothing we've ever heard before. I've listened to it time and time again. We've talked about it. At the time, I thought it was a person, and it came from the same set of stairs where we both saw a shadow figure in part 1, right? So that's a bit weird. Above them stairs is the Satan room. So that's even weirder. So I'll play the footage to you now. Listen with your headphones, be careful. Obviously, I'll play it back a couple of times so you can try and catch it. We played it to our girlfriends, they heard it, they freaked out. Yeah, let's just show you the footage. There you go.
What the fuck was that? Did you just hear that?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Right, so there you go. I hope you guys could hear it as well. I don't know how you can't hear it. I mean, for us it's easier to hear it because we know what we're listening for. I just want to just say again, this noise shook us. Like, literally, you felt the vibration of this thing. I've looked back on it a couple of times. I'm like, is it a voice or is it like a frequency? It's weird. It shook the room that we were in, shook our chests. You've seen Sonny's reaction. Like, luckily there weren't a camera on me because you don't want to see my reaction at the time. It was scary, man. So we decided to leave. We decided to call it a day. So many weird coincidences that day. We just weren't feeling comfortable. We weren't feeling comfortable. So yeah, that's not the end of the story. So I said stay tuned to the end of this video to find out what our Halloween special was. And yeah, you've guessed it. We went back, we done a part 3, and it is hands down the best paranormal investigation we've ever done. We're excited for you guys to see this video. We're excited that we've even done this video. We went back, we took a new piece of equipment that we've never used before that a few people have recommended to us. It was the most exciting investigation we've ever done. We didn't want to leave it here with this, like, oh yeah, we went back, but then we went out and then Mem's sitting here telling you all about it. No, so we were like, no, we're not having that. We're going back. We want to find out what that noise was. We went back, and you do not want to miss it. That is our Halloween special this year. Yeah, so that's today's episode. I want to say a massive thanks to everyone that's subbed. Make sure you turn on all post notifications because YouTube's playing up, and a lot of you are saying that you subscribed ages ago, but you're not getting any notifications. It may be because we're not being consistent with our videos, or it may be because YouTube's changed something. I know that they changed the post notification system. So just go back into your post notifications and turn on all so that you don't miss a video. Obviously, we always post something on Instagram to let you guys know when a new video's come in. Yeah, don't forget, a new video every single week. We're good, we're happy, we're glad to be back. We can't wait to get out and get some more ones done. You're not gonna believe the videos that we've got coming up. Like, we've been having a really good time and more to come. Yeah. If you like the video today, please hit the like button. That helps us out a lot. And if you've been watching our videos for a while now, or you've been here since day dot, but you've never left a comment down below, don't be shy. You can just leave an emoji. Just leave something down below. Just say hello, a little wave, a little ghost emoji, something. Just let us know that you're watching this and that you're enjoying the content. And yeah, we're gonna work hard over this next year to bring you even more paranormal activity. We're going to focus more on that now. We like going out and exploring amazing looking buildings and doing the whole urbex thing, but for us, the whole reason we got into this was to do paranormal investigations, and it has not disappointed us to this point. We haven't been anywhere where we've set out to do a paranormal video and been disappointed. We're getting more and more evidence, so we're going to get more and more equipment. Now, when we get to 1,000 subs, we're going to do a little giveaway, and we might even start releasing some merchandise. So if you want to help us out, just share this content. You can share it on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. Just copy the URL, send it to your friends, send it to your family, send it to your workmates, but only if they're interested in the paranormal. Don't just go spamming them if they don't want to see me sitting here chatting shit about the paranormal. If they're into this sort of thing, then just share it with them. That would help us out a lot. We're on the road to 1,000 subs now. Can't believe how many we've got for the little amount of videos that we've released, and because we haven't been that consistent. But that's all going to change now. We're going to try and keep this consistency up, even if it kills us. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one, and don't forget Halloween special part 3. Peace.